recently they were playing music. He kept playing it when I got out there. It's like he wanted me to dance to start my set. Like, I don't dance now. I don't dance anymore. Been years. Used to dance. Back in the day, I was pretty good too. And I know that because a complete stranger came up to me in the club and said, I can tell by the way you dance that you're really good at sex. Wow, I'm flattered. That is very kind of you to say, sir. What? Can you buy me a drink? I don't see why not. Next thing I know, I'll wake up cold and alone with no wallet and a funny taste in my mouth. So I don't dance anymore. Hashtag don't accept drinks from strangers. So my name is William. I introduced myself to a guy. He said, nice to meet you, Bill. I said, actually, I prefer William or Will. He thought about it for a minute. He goes, well, you know what? I'm going to call you Bill. Well, I'm going to call you Richard because you're kind of being a dick. It's William. Ladies, that's Will Yum. That's right, ladies, just got the new glasses. These thick-ass lenses make my brown eyes pop. Hashtag glaucoma. Thanks for laughing at that. It's awesome. Last name is Krolowitz. I've been told I have a very Jewish-sounding last name. I guess on account of the Owitz part, but I'm not Jewish. I'm Catholic, raised Catholic. I'm proud to say I'm Catholic these days because I really like the new Pope. Pope Francis, the first Pope ever from Latin America. All those Latin babies named Jesus has finally paid off. Olé! Latin names are finding their way into our culture. NFL wide receiver Julio Jones has a Latin name. But you cannot have it both ways. It's Julio Jones or Julio Jones. I'm the proud father. I have 2 grown sons. My oldest son is a pretty boy, and I know what you're thinking. Oh, he must look like his mother. He does. He thinks my other son's my favorite because he looks like me. I'm like, he's not my favorite because he looks like me. He's my favorite because he doesn't look like my ex-wife. You do, pretty boy. Same eyes, same nose, same mustache, yeah. I like the way it turned out. Father's Day's coming up this weekend. They live in different states now. About 10 years ago, they took me out for Father's Day. We're enjoying a nice meal. A couple comes in. They got a 5 or 6-year-old kid. They sit down at the table next to us. The kid starts banging on the table, and the parents just ignore it. Kid gets up from the table, starts running around the restaurant, and the parents say nothing. My youngest son turns to me and goes, Dad, I want to thank you for not allowing us to behave like that. And when I have kids, I'm not going to allow them to behave like that either. I hope I can be as good a father to my children as you were to us. I was tough, so it really was. And for a minute, I thought I was going to get emotional. So you know what I did? I reached out and I gave him a little smack in the head. I said, get your elbows off the table. And then I stuck my foot out and I tripped that little bastard as he ran by. Because it takes a village, y'all, really. So, and then my son has become a father. He has a daughter. That's the son that looks like me, and the daughter looks like him. So my granddaughter looks just like me. She's beautiful! I told her that. I'm like, you're beautiful. You're a beautiful little girl. My son said, don't tell her she's beautiful. Tell her she's smart. I'm like, she's not that smart. It's like she learned her ABCs before she was 3. I'm like, nearly. She would always leave one letter out. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, M, O, P. Like, what? Wait a minute, hold up. You left out a letter. It's L, M, N, O, P. Try it again. H, I, J, K, M, O, P. You did it again. You're not saying N. Why won't you say N? And she said, I'm not supposed to say the N word. That's good advice. Come on. And she asked me, she said, how are you my Grampy? She calls me Grampy. I said, well, I'm your daddy's dad. She said, who's his mommy? I said, Nana. She said, well, what about Papa? I'm like, that's not your Papa, honey. That's just some dude who's shacking up with Nana. Shacking up means living in sin, and that makes Jesus cry because in the eyes of God, your Nana's a whore. just in God's eyes. It's not my job to bring religion into your life, so go ask your dad why your nana's a whore. Come on, I wouldn't say that to a 3-year-old. She's 4. Once they turn 4, you can tell them about a whore. I think it says so in the Bible. The Bible says not to worship idols, but Carrie Underwood, I'll be damned. Jesus, take the wheel because me and Carrie are climbing in the back. And that is a dream come true for Carrie. Because a nightmare is still technically a dream, y'all, seriously. So I did a show last week. Someone came up, and it was someone that I work with, and she gave me a hug. And it was such a great hug. Hugs are very important to me. It's like I didn't get hugged a lot when I was a kid, you know? Only time I ever got hugged was part of a takedown. I would feel really good for a short period of time. Be like, yay! Oh, ow! But all my older siblings are now gone. They're dead. So I win! Yeah! I win! But I'm flirting with death, trust me. I was diagnosed with severe sleep apnea. And I'll tell you how severe it was. They woke me up and put me on oxygen. So I went to see the doctor. I'm like, why do I have to go on oxygen? He goes, well, people's oxygen levels drop in their body. Your oxygen levels drop to very dangerous levels. There's a very good chance you're going to have a heart attack or a stroke and die in your sleep. And I was like, whoa! Die in my sleep? That is freaking awesome! Who doesn't want to die in their sleep? How did you die? I don't know. I slept right through that shit. First he went to bed, then he woke up dead. He went peaceful. Thank you very much. My name is William. That's what I call